Stephen Cooley, and welcome to the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. We've got beautiful homes on today's show. We've also got all the homes available on our website at stephencooley.com, so please visit us there. On today's show, we're going to talk with Gene Lucas with Hospitality Heating and Cooling, and he's going to tell us about how to get your units ready for the spring season, what to do if you have storm damage to your units, and also those pesky ants that eat your wiring. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back.
This presentation of the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show is sponsored by South Carolina Bank and Trust. We believe in South Carolina.
Hello, I'm Stephen Cooley, and welcome to the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. I'm really excited today to have Gene Lucas with Hospitality Heating and Cooling on our show because we've got a lot to talk about, don't we, Gene?
Yes, sir.
Had a lot of big storms in the area, very unusual storms, and this is affecting a lot of people's heating and cooling, surprisingly. And I understand that's not only from trees falling and hail damage, but also these power surges and outages. Tell me how this is affecting people's unit.
We've gotten a lot of calls with customers that after the storm they noticed that their unit was making a noise outside they didn't hear before, and we're going to call the insurance company first, and we kind of discourage that, reason being if you go file that claim and it's not a claim there or you're not over your deductible, that still goes on your record.
Absolutely.
So we recommend call a roofing contractor, heating and air conditioning company first, come out and look at it before you do that. We've seen units that have been damaged from the hail to the point they had to be replaced.
Wow.
We've seen with the power surges, maybe the power didn't go out, but actually the lights in the house would dim. That's what we call a brownout.
Okay.
And when that happens, the voltage and amperage to your house is being decreased. And that's very hard on these motors and these components.
Okay.
So when you see that, pay attention, notice some things. You can turn it off, however, it is still wired electrically. It has power to it, whether it's operating or not.
Okay.
Best thing to do, just even to be safe, turn it off.
Okay.
Let the storm pass by. The damage may not be as severe.
Okay.
With the brownouts we've gone out, we've seen wires that are burnt, motors that are, just fried. To the point we get a couple of feet from the unit and we can smell it. At that point there, we write you up, what you need. What the insurance company is going to look for, they're going to look for the price of repair. They're going to want the model and serial of that unit and the price to replace that system.
Okay.
And they're going to want your basic entry-level efficiency model.
Right.
They're not going to want to go 14, 15, 18 serial on this equipment. Kind of go close as they can to like for like what would be entry-level now.
Right.
And then you can always, from there, you can add on to it with your contractor.
Absolutely. And this isn't a homeowner's insurance interview today, but with all the changes in the world, filing claims on your insurance really now affects your future ability to get insurance, what your rates are. You might find the next time your policies due, they just cancel you and things like that. So we're all hoping to get a new roof out of these and new heat and air units out of these call-ins, but you really need to look at that, just like you've said. So your recommendation is if you see something going wrong with your unit after the storm, call you guys first before you call the insurance claim, and it might be something minor or it may be something that is even less than their deductible and they don't need that on there, right?
Exactly. So that's the best thing to do.
Great. And great information there. And we'll get you information for people to contact in just a minute. I have this problem every year. I had it this week. Ants eat the wiring in my heating and cooling unit. And then the unit doesn't work, and you take the top off, and there's ants in there. What attracts ants to the system? I just wonder why they want to eat my heating and cooling.
What happens? They are attracted to the magnetic field caused by electricity. It creates a natural breeding instinct, and they will actually form mounds in the unit. We've seen that. Sometimes they'll go straight to the contactor. We did have a unit this week with all the rain. The ants come out of the ground.
Right.
So the unit's running, it's humid. They go right for the air conditioner, or even if you have a well pump.
Right.
They'll actually get in those contacts as well, and they actually blew the terminals out of the compressor.
So the magnetic field, you said it's a breeding instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so they'll get in there, and sometimes it's as simple as changing a contactor.
Mm-hmm.
very rare extreme cases, it can be a new unit as we saw this week.
Absolutely. So another reason then to get your exterminator out there and maybe spray around these units this time of year before that happens, because we do see that quite often in this industry. Real quick, spring's here. Any recommendations? Is spring or fall the time to get your unit serviced?
Spring, definitely, for the air conditioner.
Okay.
You want to have your coils looked at to make sure they're clean on the outside.
Okay.
We got a chemical we can use. We can cut your operating costs 15-20%.
Wow.
And increase the capacity
Okay.
of that unit. Your filters, that's very important. Use a good quality filter.
Okay.
Have somebody come out, make sure that it's efficient, it's running like it should. See if there's any recommendations. If you have a unit in the attic, you want to make sure we check your drain line.
Absolutely.
You want to have that cause water damage. We're getting that time of year, we're going to see a lot of that.
Absolutely. Gene, great information. Gene Lucas with Hospitality Heating and Cooling. Gene, let's tell folks how to reach you. So, they'll have your number written down during the next storm, because more to come, I understand, and also for those spring servicings. Let's tell folks how to reach you.
You can call our office at 980-4677, and you can ask for me. I have a technician install crew, so one of us there will get back in touch with you and take the time to set you an appointment up and get you good cooling for the season.
Absolutely. Again, thank you so much for being on today's show. Again, that's Gene Lucas with Hospitality Heating and Cooling, and great information for the spring, great information about ants, and also what to do if you have some damage to your units during one of these storms. So thank you so much for that. And this show will be also posted on our website at stephencooley.com. We've got beautiful homes for sale in your area. We'll be right back.